Does anybody know what I hold in my hand?
Soap.
What kind of soap?
Blue soap.
Yeah, but soap to use for what? You get a clue if you look at the label. What's on the label?
Lemon fresh.
Lemon fresh. But it's to wash what? Dishes. How many of you like to wash dishes? You do? Okay. So if your mom or dad asks you to please wash the dishes, you don't mind, right? Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, I brought this morning because I kind of borrowed it from the church kitchen because nobody should be in there washing dishes during my sermon, do you think? Okay. So anyway, I borrowed it from the church kitchen to tell you a little story. This is a story about two sisters, okay? And the first sister, the mother comes to her one day and says, "Would you please wash the dishes?" And you know what the little girl says to her mother? She says, "No, I won't do it." But then later, she thinks about it, and she changes her mind, and she goes and washes the dishes. You know how many times I got to say no to my parents when they asked me to do something? One time. It's different these days a little bit, isn't it? But I got to say no one time, and that's the last time I said no. So anyway, so the girl says no, but then she goes and washes the dishes. The second sister, the other sister, Mom said, "Would you go wash the dishes for me?" She says, "Oh, yes, Mother, I would be glad to." But you know what happens? She doesn't go and wash the dishes. She told her mother she would, but she didn't do it. Who do you think the mother liked best?
The one who said no.
The one that said no and went and washed the dishes? Yeah. Well, that seems reasonable, doesn't it? But you know what my question is about this story? Yes, ma'am.
She loves them both.
She loves them both, that's right. My question is, though, where's the third sister? Doesn't there need to be a third sister in this story? And what would the third sister say? She would say, "Yes, Mom, I'd be glad to go wash the dishes." And then what would she do? She'd do it. Yeah, so there's something missing in my story, isn't it? And it's that third sister who says yes and who does what her parents ask her to do. Well, Jesus told a story similar to that in our gospel lesson today. He was talking about two brothers. And one brother, the father asked him to go work in the vineyard, and one brother said no, and the other brother said yes, and one went to go work in the vineyard, and the other one didn't. It was just like these two sisters. Well, did the father stop loving either one of the boys? No, he loved them both. But I'm sure the father wished that they would have said yes and done what he would ask, right? So we'd ask the question, where's the third brother? Just like we ask our question, where's the third sister, right? So when your parents ask you to do something, what should you say? Yes. And what should you do it then?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you guys can do everything that's right, right? That's good. That's a good answer to say yes and then to do it. Yes, sir.
This guy got a question.
Do what now?
This guy got a question.
What it has a question? Your what, honey?
Where's water?
Okay. Okay, if you got a question, you ask Mom during children's church. So the answer is neither one of the sisters did exactly what they were supposed to, didn't they? We want to try to do what's right, say what's right, but also do what's right, right? So that's a lesson for us today, I think, to remember to say and do what's right when our parents ask us to do something. Okay?